message from the management: eating or drinking while watching these videos is not advised. You do this at your own risk. And please don't come running to me when you snot coke all over your computer screen. Hi guys, welcome back to Exposed, and if I'm welcoming you back and you like it here, I'd love it if you stayed and subbed. We're back. Let's jump in.
I did a light makeup because I wasn't sure I was going to make a video. I have on the brown YSL Lash Clash mascara, no lashes, and the Sephora brand brown liner. I have a lip color that I am going to create with my next set, an Entrepreneur lip liner, and a new foundation.
Ooh, didn't you just say you had a Sephora brown lip liner and now you're saying that you've got Entrepreneur? Make your mind up, love. She still lives her life like a child, doesn't she? No responsibility, no care for anyone, no worries in the world, just, oh, I've got a new foundation on. Fuckwit.
I have a lip color that I am going to create with my next set, an Entrepreneur lip liner, and a new foundation. Ooh, part of me wants to keep it a secret, but it's the new HD Makeup Forever foundation, and it is so good. It is so good. So I'll list that below. Okay, how do you keep yourself motivated to come up with content for your YouTube channel?
She just fucking shops, Jaybird. That's all she does. Shop and show and tell. You know what the little ones do in kindergarten? That thing. Yeah, she started that and she's never stopped.
I have more content than I can get out on a camera, edited and posted. If you were in my head every day, like my poor mama has to hear all of my antics, because every day I am thinking of some new concept of life or happiness. Happy penis. Or I'm a constant student of myself and why I do and why I did the things I did and what brings me happiness. Happy penis. And all of those things. So there's something there, and I get very inspired by other women, other places, other things. I
like to copy other women.
So inspired by a feeling I might have at the time. I try to always stay excited about something. And I just always am. Even as a child, I was excited about...
You're still a fucking child, Lisa. You haven't grown up. Have you not noticed yet?
About something all the time. And I was always making things and selling them. And from a small child, making magnets, making money from my grandparents would pay me. I would pretend I was a waitress with my granddaddy and he would leave me a tip, picking up like rocks out of their driveway. I remember picking up pine cones for my music teacher. She paid me to pick up all her pine cones in her yard.
There's a fucking line running through that, Lisa. Money. I used to help my teacher clean out her stationery cupboard. My gran, I've said this a million times, I will put a picture of her in because I was looking at pictures to put up on Facebook, and I came across a picture of me and my gran, and I think it's dead cute. I love it. But she used to send me out into the garden, which was 90 foot long. I'm not joking, it was huge. With a margarine tub or a butter tub. And there was this weedy thing that when you ran your hand up it, all these seeds came off. I don't know what it is. And I had to fill the tub with that because that's what she used in the stew for the lodgers. She didn't, but it was a way of getting me out from under her feet. So I used to do that, and then I'd set the table and I'd have to walk from the pantry to the dining room, climb up on a chair, it was a big house. It was a 3-story house with a basement. It wasn't hers, she was renting it. But yeah, so I used to have to walk from the kitchen to the dining room, climb up on a chair, put something on the table, get down, go back, do the same thing. And by the time I'd filled the tub full of weeds and set the table, it was normally the end of the day. She'd get me occupied all day doing nothing. I don't remember getting paid for helping anyone. I used to walk her to her bingo days because she couldn't walk far and there was no such thing as a fucking mobility scooter back then. And I used to help out all the old dears in the bingo club. I didn't look for money. All yours is wrapped around money. Not the fun of doing the thing, but getting money for it. It's quite sad, really.
Pine cones for my music teacher. She paid me to pick up all her pine cones in her yard. I've always been like a doer, and I loved earning money. Even if I really didn't have something specific to spend it on, I've always had that entrepreneurial drive, and it makes me happy. Doing this makes me happy. It makes me feel accomplished. There is no better feeling than doing a good video, getting in my car that I love, going to McDonald's, listening to something I want to listen to, and then getting home, putting all the stuff in that goes to my editor and posting a good video. And I love it. I also love looking good. I also love fashion. I love learning. I love playing with different hairstyles, different makeup. I love people. I love going out and talking to people.
You don't love people. Don't talk utter bollocks, woman. You're scared of people. I didn't hear her say she sold Girl Scout cookies. Isn't that a thing? To make money for the Girl Scouts? No, see, that wouldn't be good enough because it wouldn't be going in her pocket, would it?
Playing with different hairstyles, different makeup. I love people. I love going out and talking to people about things that I love. So it's easy.
I like talking to people about things that I love. Ears pricked, people. You will understand soon enough.
That's the easiest thing. I never have to think of content, ever. Okay. What do you do when people leave rude comments? Delete, hide, reply?
Delete and block. That's exactly what she does. Because she's not fucking brave enough to answer the comment and have a discussion with the person. Because her feelings get hurt because they're being mean.
Wow, this is a good one. And this is something I've really been thinking about lately. I do hide some of them. Sometimes I leave them because I feel like, you know that whole saying, what happens when you squeeze an orange? What do you get? Do you get lemon juice? Do you get, it's the whole, I can't remember his name right now. You can look up what happens when you squeeze an orange. But I feel like when someone says something like that, I have squeezed them.
When someone says something like that, like what? Tell us something really horrible that someone has said to you. Other than, I prefer you with short hair. I think your makeup would look better. I think you shouldn't wear those clothes. I think it's just somebody else's opinion about what you're doing. It's not mean, it's just a fucking comment. Has anyone ever said to you they wished your face was ripped off by pit bull dogs? I don't think so. That's a mean comment, and even that didn't fucking faze me. So please tell us what these horrible comments are that you've been getting.
Them in some way, and that's what came out because that's what's inside of them.
Oh,
and
fuck off.
I feel like they must be in a bad place. I used to think, what did I do? What did I do wrong? I spent years thinking, what am I doing to make people do that? And then I learned it's not about me. And really what they think is not even my business, but it has to be because it's my business. So sometimes I hide them, but they're really usually not even a real account. There's someone that's going to make another account to make another mean comment. So they're just going to make another one. Sometimes I just want to leave it out there because just show everyone who you are. Can you imagine being at a grocery store and someone coming up to you and just spurting out these things? You would look at them like, oh my God, what is wrong with you? Like you would be scared of them, like they're crazy. Or I always think, I've always said that I feel like my videos are a big dinner party. Or you've come over to my home. I'm serving strawberry margaritas that I used to love. We're all there. We're having a good time. We're talking to each other. And then someone keeps yelling out just any rude comment. I just think to myself, we would all look at them and think, what is wrong with you? And I would ask them to leave. because I would not want them in my home, and I would not want them ruining my party. It's kind of like a protester at a big event. They'll escort them out. And then you look at that protester and you're thinking, daggone, like you know what I mean? You just think, what is wrong with you? And so I kind of think of it that way. And I don't know if you guys have ever, I'm not going to say the word, but if you've ever read the book, How to Not Give an F, well, he does a lot of...
I'm not going to say the word. You say it at home. You bought the book.
videos. And a long time ago, I decided, who do I give an F about what they think? And it came down to less than 10 people. It came down to, for a long time, it was less than 10. Now I think I have a couple of really good friends that I give an F about what they think, and I trust their opinions. But you only have but so many Fs. I'm not going to spend my precious time and my life caring about someone that I don't know and that is rude, and I already know I'm not of the same mindset, and I already know they're not in a good place. I'm not going to give them my precious time, because it's kind of like you have a basket of Fs, or you have a graph.
Oh, just say fuck, for fuck's sake, Lisa. Stop dancing around it. If you don't want to say F, say dams. Change the word. You sound so stupid.
And there are a lot of things. It's not just people, but there are things that don't deserve my time. I decided, I think about 5 years ago, reality TV, housewives, don't deserve any of my time. Different things like that. The conference, the LTK conference, doesn't warrant a piece of my time. This is my life. Right now, here with you, this is a part of my life I will never get back. It's not like I have a YouTube life and then I get another real one. This is So
is she not posting? Is that why she's not posting on her Instagram then? She's just done with LTK. And it was fine while you were getting awards and people were blowing smoke up your hole. But now there's younger, better looking people there. You don't like it anymore.
Person, my real life. And so I'm not going to spend time on people that act crazy and don't have civility and don't know how to act in public and don't know how to treat people. So even like...
You don't know how to act in public.
And don't know how to treat people. So even like lately, and I've even thought too, a lot of times I wouldn't answer them back because I just never want to. I always think to myself, do I want to hear back from them? I don't. Do I need to prove a point? No. So I just wouldn't even answer it. And then I thought, I don't need to prove that I'm a nice person, because I know I'm a nice person. I am a nice person, so I don't need to prove it. There was a lot of time where I thought I couldn't answer a comment back because I didn't want the other people to think I wasn't a nice person. I've gotten over that. I don't need to prove to anyone on earth, that I'm a nice person, because the less than 10 people that I really care about what they think, they know I'm a nice person. And I know I'm a nice person. So that really does bring it together. And even like when people were going off about my eyebrows, there are weak moments. There are weak moments where a comment can get to you and you can do something. So what did I do? I dyed my eyebrows. Well, then I didn't like the way I looked when I woke up in the morning. Here I wake up and I got these dark eyebrows, and I was so mad at myself because I felt like I was weak and I betrayed me for someone who is rude enough and petty enough to continually, not just one time, continually leave me rude comments about my eyebrows. Why do I care what that person thinks?
Fuck's sake. That's all the rude and mean comments you can actually think about, is someone commenting on your fucking eyebrows. Really? Really?
And then here's another point. Oh, the next point will come up in another question because I thought about it when I read it. Okay, so I hope that helped you. The biggest thing you can do is decide whose opinion matters. When you narrow that down, wow, it is so empowering. It really is. Okay, do you still talk to Tammy from Ace Beauty? Yes, I do still talk to Tammy. I love Tammy. Deep in my heart, I do. Okay, do you have a favorite mattress? If so, what is it and what do you like about it? Okay, I think it's like a Sleep Number. John has a Sleep Number. I think it's called Perfect Comfort.
Right, see? Oh, well, I don't like putting things on because it might affect John, but John's not there, is he? He's on his Sleep Number mattress in Will's old room.
It was a company that was made in South Carolina. It was before we had a Sleep Number store here in town. And it is the kind each side pumps up, it can raise up, all that stuff. I put it on the stiffest it can get, the max. I will even get in the bed and have John check on the app, is mine pumped up to the max? I never did that until I went to visit Sheila Fajl in New Mexico, and in her guest room she had a Tempur-Pedic mattress. You guys, I've never ever felt a mattress that hard. And it was her ex-husband had ordered it and they just put it down there. And at first I was like, I can't believe she's going to make me sleep on this mattress.
Wow. Really? You're invited to somebody's home and that's the first thing you say? I can't believe she's going to make me sleep on this mattress. You're in somebody else's home and immediately you're picking full at what? See? But I'm a nice person. I know I'm nice.
Slept the best I had slept in so long. When I got home, I pumped my mattress to the max and have never looked back. So if I were to get another mattress today, it would be either a hard-ass mattress or it would be one that I could pump up to the max. So, did you get a new dog? Yes, I think we talked about that. But I got a Chihuahua. She is, some people call her a black Merle, but she's a blue Merle Chihuahua. And I, got to see her parents and got to pick her out and all the things. And my parents...
You didn't get to pick her out though, did you? Don't talk bollocks, because you would have said about the whole fucking thing if you had. But now you're adding it in because we said.
Drove me there to pick her up, and she is magnificent. She is the gift that gives every moment of every day. I love her. I could not be happier. Okay, will you go back to high-end clothing videos? I miss them. When I read this, I thought, I just showed a new Gucci bag a week ago, but I think what you're talking about is my travel videos. Yes, I will. Matter of fact, right now I'm kind of craving a trip to New York, but
I'm happy with my life. I'm at the perfect place to have a dog because I don't feel the need to go travelling. Oh, I'm just thinking I might go to New York. Really? Honest to fucking God, do your subscribers not listen to you at all? No wonder you love flip-flops. You flip-flop the entire fucking time. Oh, I'm this. No, I'm not. I'm that. I'm going to do this. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm going to do that. Oh, I'm definitely not doing this ever again. Oh, hey, what? I'm doing that again. Fucking irritating woman.
But when I first got Lola, I had planned on flying with her and taking her with me. And a big part of that was because John did not want a dog. And I did not think it would be fair to leave him with a dog that he did not want in the first place. So I thought, well, I'm just going to take her with me. It's an hour flight. I have pivoted on this too because he is crazy
Sorry.
about her. Brooke is crazy about her. Will is crazy about her. She is crazy about them. And when I said something to John about it, he said, "You're not going to shove that baby under a seat." And I said, well, because I was saying I need to do it soon so she can get used to flying. And he is willing to keep her. He is willing, between Brooke and John and Will and my parents, I will have someone to leave her with. And I don't want to be selfish. Like if I thought she wouldn't be happy without me and I had to leave her at a boarding place, which...
Being selfish is getting a dog when you said you weren't going to travel and then saying, fuck it, I'm travelling anyway. Them lot can look after her. Do you not see that selfish?
No shade. My parents owned a boarding and grooming kennel for years and years and years, and I worked there and helped them with it. That is a thing to do. But if I thought she would miss me to that degree, I would take her with me. But I almost think it would be selfish to leave her in a hotel room and to put her in that little carrier and make her be scared. So it's kind of like the sun thing. It's been on my mind. So yes, I will be doing some high-end hauls soon. Do you ever get bored of shopping? I do. What's your advice? Do I ever get bored of shopping? Yes. There are days I think I don't want one more piece of makeup. I don't want one more piece of clothes. I would be happy for the rest of my life, and I would. But like I said, I'm looking for inspiration. I get inspired a lot, and I do like shopping, but not like some people do. I'm not a window shopper, and I'm interactive, and I know what I want, and I can buzz around a shop in a heartbeat. I'm not a sale rack shopper. I'm not someone who has to touch. And Brooke and my mom, oh my God, those two, they look at everything. They love the act of shopping. I do too, but for a different reason. I love looking at beautiful things. I love getting dressed up. I love talking to like-minded people. I like going to Chanel and talking about the new collection. It's almost like I love the act of doing that. I love flying. I love New York. I love I love Vegas. I love shopping there. I love Dallas. Florida is...
Peekaboo. Okay, I'm back.
Is okay. I would say I like it okay. It's not quite the same experience. It's a whole vibe that I like, not just the shopping. Okay.
I.
But I've always loved to shop. My parents love to shop. My whole family, our whole extended family with my granddaddy used to meet at the cafeteria to eat lunch, and then we'd go to the mall and go shopping. And my granddaddy would basically sit outside of the stores, and he liked to people watch, and he would buy us things sometimes. And so, it's in my blood. Okay, how did you start YouTube? I loved makeup. I used to read Makeup Alley blog. I used to be obsessed with magazines. The first thing I would do is find out what makeup they were wearing on the cover. I've always loved makeup. I loved when the Avon lady would come to see my mom, and my mom would let me pick out something of the Avon book, and the Avon lady would give me samples. Who I am now is who I've always been.
I used to love the Avon lady coming, I have to say. I used to collect soaps back in the day, and Avon used to do the greatest soaps. I had a huge bin bag full when I moved from my mum's to my flat. And then I think I gave them away or sold them or gave them to charity. Either that or they're sat in the shed somewhere. But yeah, the Muppets that I bought outside of Avon. Avon had this really nice fruit bowl, and each soap smelt of a different fruit, and every time I smelt them it made me sneeze. That's probably why I remember that one. But yeah, the soaps were amazing. I never did makeup until I was at makeup age.
So when I went to see Sex and the City, the first one,
and see, Sex in the City,
Avon book, and the Avon lady would give me samples. Who I am now is who I've always been. So when I went to see Sex and the City, the first one, I typed in Google Sarah Jessica Parker's makeup on the Sex and the City movie, and up popped YouTube with Lauren Luke doing her makeup, and I've never looked back. Okay. How did you conquer the fear of being a solo female traveler?
For fuck's sake.
Wow. Okay. I think the first time I traveled by myself was right around 2017, or it was one of my first trips. It might have been before this. It was either to an LTK conference, which is a style conference, or to see Sheila Fajl. I think it was when I had my first meet and greet in California, and I went to go see Sheila Fajl.
Yeah, and you had a fucking panic attack and fell in a doorway of somebody's shop and ended up breathing into a paper bag because there was too many people there. But you're a grown-up and you love people. Whatever.
I think it was when I had my first meet and greet in California, and I went to go see Sheila Fajl. She's a jewelry designer that I had met through buying her hoops and all this kind of stuff. And she flew me first class, and I had never been in first class. So that is why I fly first class, because once you fly first class, it's just, I don't know, I love it. And then I will be...
Does she even know there's a problem in the economy? That people can't afford eggs? Does she even know that? Oh, I love flying first class. I love shopping. I eat filet mignon every night.
To be honest with you, I am not a scaredy cat. I love a challenge. And my parents,
You're scared of fucking blush! I'm not a scaredy cat. Fuck off, Lisa.
I hate to say they pushed us, but we had to do a lot of uncomfortable things.
I remember her saying this before. I had to go across the road and talk to the neighbour that I didn't know. That's not uncomfortable. Fuck's sake. I can't with this woman.
Pushed us, but we had to do a lot of uncomfortable things. I was loved to the max, but I was not babied or coddled. I had to do a lot of things that my kids would have crumbled under. I have always been able to do hard things.
Name something. Go on, I dare you. Name a hard thing that you had to do. Wow.
And it has gotten me far. I have a lot of self-reliance. I know I'm okay by myself and always have been.
But you can't open a box. So if you're really self-reliant and you're as tough as old boots and you can do anything, why do you make John do everything then?
I know I'm a hard worker. And I just know no matter what, I'm going to be okay because I trust myself and I believe in myself. So, and I'm not a scaredy cat. The things people say to me are like the other day someone fussed at me for touching the bottom of one of my shoes. And I just thought, I am so glad that I don't think that way, because it would be a scary world if I was afraid of every single thing.
No. It's not being afraid of every single thing. It's you putting dirty fucking shoes on a dining table, handling them, and then putting stuff on your face, Lisa. It's not being scared of it. It's fucking common fucking sense that you haven't got any of.
A scary world if I was afraid of every single thing that some people are afraid of. They obsess over germs in one place, but you're out in the world touching doorknobs and tables and chairs, and I mean, it's just...
Yes, but the bottom of your shoe is touching dog piss and dog poo and fuck knows what else. It's not the same as opening a door someone else has opened.
I don't live a scared or scarcity life at all.
What's scarcity got to do with being scared? Nothing. God. Just when you think she can't get any more fucking irritating.
All out. I get hurt because I believe the most, but that's okay because it's been good. It's done me well. So I love traveling alone. I do. I love traveling with my family. I love traveling. The other day I thought, I'm ready to go somewhere fabulous, dress up fabulous with John. But then I thought, I'm not leaving Lola without him. So I love traveling alone. I'm a loner. I'm an introvert. I love being alone. I love being with my own thoughts. I love it. Okay, so let's see. How can you get a man to treat me like a queen? I love your life.
You know nothing about her life, Donna. Don't think that what she's showing you in these videos is real life. You have no clue what is going on behind the filters and the fucking smoke and mirrors. And why is my thing not working? Thank you. I want your life. Don't ever aspire to have somebody else's life, because you might get a fucking big awakening, Donna.
I think the biggest thing you can ever do is love yourself fully and create a healthy self-esteem and have a life. Have a life outside of your husband. Don't depend on him or anyone else for your happiness.
Don't depend on him. You depend on him for fucking everything, and your happiness is shopping. And that's the one thing he can't give you, so that's the one thing you do yourself. Oh, God, she's irritating. Is anyone else pissed off with her yet? Here we go. Can blow up doll. And she'll say I do it deliberate. It's not. It's wherever I stop the camera, you're looking like a blow up doll, Lisa.
Always had a little thing going on. There's always been more to me than the way I look or cooking or anything that I do.
You don't fucking cook.
I am my own person, and I've always had a little hustle going on. I've always sewn or done something. I've never been someone who wants to stay right up under anyone. And so it keeps your husband, he's intrigued by me. He's proud of me. He is not tired of me, even though he's downstairs right now and we are both here home every day. He goes to the gym. I go do this. I just sit.
Jed and I will be married 31 years. Well, it's today. It's 2:48 in the morning. We've been under each other's feet for practically the entire 31 years. The only time we weren't was when he had a job here and he broke his back at the job. We aren't tired of each other. We can sit in silence, we can sit and talk. I can do my videos, he can watch his films downstairs. It's nothing different to what you're saying. You think you've made this wonderful life and everything's perfect and you've strategically done all these things so that life's going to be like that. Our life just is. He's proud of me and he's downstairs and he goes to the gym. And you go out and you sit in your car on your own in a shady spot. You do everything. You go upstairs and you spend so much time in your office. You do everything you can to avoid the man until it's time for him to cook for you.
I see him all the time. We watch TV together at night. He cooks for me. I think, and I chose well. I chose well. We all get to pick our husbands, and I chose one that was crazy about me. And I knew it, and my parents knew it. And I remember when we got engaged, I told my parents, I said, he loves me like you do. Because I could tell he wasn't jealous. He's very secure. And if he ever did worry about me, it was about my health or my just betterment or something. It wasn't jealous because I smiled at somebody. It wasn't trying to control me. It was always for the good of our life. And I could just I felt his love for everything, just like my parents. And so I think that is, I mean, who you choose to spend your life with is pivotal. It really is. And hey, I'm divorced. So it's not like, I picked the best one to begin with. I wasn't mature enough to know at that time that you cannot change someone. I thought I could change him. And I loved him for what he was, but I would have never, ever, ever dated him or married him if I didn't think I could change him. I saw a good heart, a person that I loved, their heart and who they were, but I thought I could make him want what I wanted and be the person that I thought he could be, and you can't do that. What you see is what you get. And so when I saw John, what I saw was what I got, and he still is that person. We change a little bit over life, but you're supposed to. And I'm just very lucky, very lucky. But I treat him like a king. I worship the ground he walks on. I love him, respect him. We do not talk ugly.
I'm sorry, I love him, I respect him. If you respected that man, you would not be showing your tits and ass on fucking YouTube. End of. I don't care what you say.
To each other. We don't put each other down. We don't belittle each other. We're very respectful of each other's feelings. We're on the same page, but we both have our own life. Okay. Hi, Lisa. Love your videos and I've watched you for over 10 years. I mean, how amazing is that? Like, thank you. That doesn't go unnoticed. Like, that is such a compliment to me. Like, when I asked you guys, who here remembers me when I got Bridget? And so many of you, and I was like, oh my God, that is just like the biggest compliment in the world. So thank you. Styling videos, please. Okay. Do you set a limit or budget for your hauls? No, I don't set a lot of limits or budgets for anything, really. I just kind of always know my parameters. Let's see. How to keep the spark alive with kids and jobs. Respect. Knowing what to expect, like just like knowing what to want, when to want it, or you can have it all, just not at one time. You can't expect your sex life to be like it was with no kids, or when you were dating. So you might have to make a date and make it a priority. You have to understand how important and why it's important to a man more than a woman, and just pivot and make it important.
Pivot.
Just realize the importance of it. And
pivot. What the fuck? Where does pivot come into? How do you keep the spark alive? Pivot. You just pick words and say them for the fucking sake of saying them, don't you? That has got nothing to do with what you're talking about. Fuck's sake.
Connecting. And, so it's not always just sex, of course, but even flirting, compliments, hugs, kisses. I grew up with a huggy, kissy family. I mean, I can remember my mom sitting in my dad's lap all the time. I, to this day, kiss my daddy, hug all over my mama, hug my brother, hug my niece, hug my kids. I'm
sister-in-law. I'm telling you, that sister-in-law has Lisa's number. That's why she's never mentioned. She's one of them mean people that she doesn't bother about. She couldn't give a fuck.
I'm not the huggiest person, but with my family I am. I'm affectionate. I love affection.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The people I really love.
Weren't you saying the other week, oh, that friend that I went to have dinner with, she hugs me. So she'll smell it. The perfume in your hair, but your huggy family wouldn't smell it. Oh, right, okay. Whatever fits the fucking conversation.
So, John gets plenty. We hold hands while we watch TV. We kiss. We never go to bed angry. We're really not ever angry with each other that much. But our relationship is a priority. So, okay. Favorite perfume? I feel like I answered that. Do you like Ulta or Sephora better? Ooh, I like them both. I like Ulta because it has the drugstore stuff in there too. But I like both of them. What TV shows are you watching? We are watching Friends and Neighbors and the new Yellowstone Rip and Beth movie or show. And we have like a go to sleep show that we watch that has Kevin Bacon's wife in it. And I think it was a made-for-TV show. It's kind of like Matlock or something. I can't remember the name of it. I'll try to remember and put it right here. That's what we watch, and that's like the wind-down show. Okay, top 5 favorite
At 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
high-end jeans. Without a doubt, Kate, Citizens of Humanity, Anina. I love Mother jeans. I mean, I've got Chanel jeans, Miu Miu jeans. I've even got, I've got some really cool.
Oh, go on, brag, please. We all want you to brag about all the expensive jeans you have that are in a pile on the floor in your closet that you don't wear.
Jeans, are they Poochie jeans? But I would say Citizens of Humanity is a go-to. A Gold D is a go-to. Kate jeans are really good. I would say that. There's another. Oh, what are those cool jeans that I like? Totem makes good jeans, and Margiela makes cool jeans. They're different. I love jeans. Matter of fact, today I thought I'm going to wear jeans and a white t-shirt, but I wanted to wear my Susie Condi set that I just got. Okay. Any advice on marriage? How to have a great marriage? I think I pretty much just touched on that. It needs to be a priority. You need to have mutual respect and love and closeness and independence. And in different people, it'll be a different recipe for different people. I think I'm just so blessed that John is very, very secure, and I'm very secure. And so that leads to a lot of more opportunities for things, you know? Neither one of us are really codependent on each other for happiness when it comes to a lot of things. Like, we know we need each other to have this happy family that we do. We have so much in common. Our goals were in common. Our childhood was in common. We pray together. We are just on the same page in every way. Okay, are you done? This was a good one.
Sorry, but I just cannot imagine her and John praying together.
Are you done decorating your house? Looks very gray and plain. And Brooke and I laughed at this. Have they seen? I was in my office with that great big, with James Bond there, the Slim Aarons with all the bikinis over here, that great big floral, Kate Moss here. I mean, I don't know if you've watched like my office tour or my bedroom tour or anything, but I don't think my house is gray and plain. I don't even, why would I have a gray sofa? I think that's the only, I think I might have some gray in my kitchen. But here is the true thing. And I learned this from all of the criticism when I moved in this house. And it was crushing at that moment. I couldn't believe people were being so mean to me about my home. I would have to see your home. I would have to see your home to take your advice. I would have to see your eyebrows to take your eyebrow advice. I would have to see your wardrobe to take your wardrobe advice. You would have to be someone who I aspire to be like to take your advice. That's how I feel at this moment. Like when people say, oh, you should do this, you should keep your hair short, you should not wear wing liner, always trying to make me completely someone I'm not. I'm not going to do that because I know who I am.
No, but you're just going to sit there and whinge and whine and say they're being mean rather than just scrolling on and ignoring them.
I am first. I'm going to make myself happy and my family. Those less than 10 people, those are the people that I care about, what they think. And you have to think about, like with home decor, I want my home to look like me. When you walk in
I want my home to look like me. There you go. In a nutshell. Not an arc though, are we?
my home, it looks like I live here. Now, when my kids were small, I probably did a little bit different because it was more, I was different then. And I love my home decor. I love it. I love simplicity and I love every piece of art. I've got a pretty damn good art collection going on.
It's not art, Lisa. Bridget Bardot and fucking Sean Connery and whoever else you've got are prints. They're not art.
I love it. It's very rewarding to me. And I don't care who else likes it or not at all. And
not even your husband or your son, who have to live in the house. You don't give a shit what they like. No.
And I would never expect someone else to decorate their house the way I wanted them to, especially someone I didn't even know. So I'll kind of leave it there. This is my bubble. This is my life, my happy bubble. And I'm not going to let other people decorate my bubble or tell me how to wear my makeup. Now, if you're someone that, wow, she has great style, tell me, where do you find your art? Oh, what do you think? What do you think? You think that would look good in my house? That's the person I'll take their advice. Or my friend Tracy, who is one of those 10 people that I feel the love from her. We have so much in common on deep, deep levels. And I know she loves me, and I love her style, and I know she loves me, and I love her style. Listen, people, just fucking listen to what she's saying. I know all my ladies and gents don't need to because they've got her pegged. But if you've come here to jump around and say I smell and run away, you'll learn nothing. If you believe every word she says and you don't listen to what she's saying, that's why you think she's a sweet southern lady. What she's done for me, even though it doesn't look like her house.
What she's done for me.
I feel the love from her. We have so much in common on deep, deep levels. And I know she loves me, and I love her style, and I love what she's done for me, even though it doesn't look like her house. But she has taken the time to get to know me, and she puts what I like first. So therefore, I pay her to help me decorate. So I would say, like, if you're decorating your house, do not let other people tell you what to put in your home. Decorate it like you want to. Make it look like you. And you'll find that there's a close relationship to people, to interior designers and stylists. Like I really want to see Rachel Zoe's home because I've heard that I would love it. But I looked on YouTube. I didn't see any really good recent. I think I would have to watch The Housewives. And I may break my rule just to do that because I like Rachel Zoe a lot. And so, and always think too, we're all looking through a different lens. And that lens, the prescription has been created by our lives. And so no two prescriptions are the same. So I'm decorating my home through my lens with John's consideration because I don't really do anything without at least running it by him first. So there is that. And I hope it will help you with people that critique your style, your makeup, or your home. Okay, what are you starting to appreciate more now than you did when you were younger? Freedom. Freedom to decorate my home like I want to. Freedom to be with the people I love. Freedom to not care about the things that people think I should care about. Freedom to double down on the things I love, to eat what I want, to go where I want to go, to do what I want. I.
Listen to yourself, Lisa. Get yourself a bouncer counter and count every time you say I, me, or mine.
Thing I've ever done, and it has just gotten here in the last year to 6 months, probably the last year. And it's come through a lot of personal development and a lot of solo traveling where I'm alone with my thoughts, a lot of accomplishments, doing things that I wanted to do, and a lot of doing things that I thought would be so rewarding, but they really weren't. So that's, I think, what I appreciate now is just loving myself, being proud of myself, and loving the people I want to love, and spending time with the people that respect my feelings, and doing what I want to do, whether I get a lot of views or not. I mean, I exert my freedom here on YouTube. I know if I were to show you guys the most basic clothing, I would have more views, I would have more subscribers, and I would make more money. But I choose to show you what I really love. And if I'm going to wear boots in the summer, I'm going to tell you I'm going to wear boots in the summer. And if you don't want to, you don't have to. But I'm not going to let someone else tell me I can't wear boots in the summer. And the freedom to feel that way, the freedom to change my mind, the freedom to not listen to the noise is amazing. It's beautiful. Okay, Wanda, thank you for being honest. And I feel like you are my friend. God bless you and your family. Thank you, Wanda. You guys are getting the real me. I mean, I don't know. I mean, my parents watch my videos. My family watches my videos. This is me. I don't know any other way to be. I will say I've probably held back in some ways because I want everybody to think I'm nice. And so I might have held back a little bit more backbone and strength and things like that. And I'm I'm never going to like go off and like hurt somebody. I love women. I feel like women are beautiful and fragile, and I want every woman to feel beautiful and happy.
Right, so what about the lady in the elevator? With the grown out toenails and the sad aura. What about her? Did you make her feel better? No, you looked her up and down through your long nose, and then you came home and did a video and ripped her to shit.
Happy and fulfilled, you know? I just do. I've never had that feeling towards other girls in high school or anything. I never understood it. And so I'm never going to want anything bad for anyone, but I'm not a punching bag. And I do feel like I can take up for myself. And there's that. When is your next trip to and where? I would say my next trip will probably be to New York. I love that place. Let's see. Will you ever do more makeup tutorials or are you over them? Yes, I will. I kind of just have to wait until I feel like doing it. My videos are pretty much what I feel like doing. How are you dealing with aging vision? Ugh, I hate it. I hate it. I've got one contact in so that I can see the camera screen. And then I've got my regular just plain eye so I can read this. And every time I go to the eye doctor, I'm hoping they have come up with something fabulous to laser my eye or something, and there's never anything any better. So that's the point that I'm at. I really love how women, especially our age, look with glasses. Some funky glasses. You know, I love sunglasses. So I am going to go. I found this latest, greatest eye doctor in town that's towards the happening place part of town. So I think I'm going to go to him and see. Because I've always gone to kind of like hole in the wall places. I mean, I've even gone to the eye doctor at Walmart. So hopefully they'll have something good. I want to try those drops too. They start.
Really? You want to put fucking drops in your eyes that'll make it so that you can read, and then you'll go out driving with those eyes? Really? And you've no clue what them drops, whose name you can't remember, what they actually do to your eyes. What if you go blind like your husband? Then what?
With a Z, I want to try those. Let's see. Are you using extensions on your hair journey? No, I don't have extensions. I am happy. I mean, of course, I'll be happier when it grows long, long, long. But I kind of figured that one out. I mean, I'm not happy with that Brazilian blowout free I got because it keeps my hair from holding curl, but it'll wash out. Now I know I'll never get it again. Okay, next page. Do you edit your own videos or shorts? John does my shorts, and I have an editor. And I always say we're the dream team. He is amazing, amazing, and a good person. I told Brooke the other day, I said, in life, if you can, you need to like the people you pay. You need to like them. I am blessed. We are blessed. I love our yard guys. They have been with us years and years and years. I love paying them. Will has a tutor.
I love paying them. What the fuck? I love that I've got the money to pay people to do the jobs that I can't be asked doing. That's basically what you're saying.
He will not even be in school. She still comes once a week. I love paying her. Let's see, my editor. I love paying him.
Hang on a sec. I'm just going to pause this a minute so I can cut out what I've just shown that I shouldn't have shown. Otherwise, I'll forget where it is. Won't be a minute. Okay, we're back.
Everybody in my life that I pay, I love paying them. I love blessing people with money, with opportunities.
Oh, fuck off! I love blessing people with money. They worked. It's a job. They earned their money. Blessing people with money. Oh, you're a fucking annoying bitch.
I love blessing people with money, with opportunities, with my heart, my everything, my life. I love paying people that I like. And I don't pay people that I don't like. I will keep looking. Okay. How do you stay positive? I find days when I find it hard. I have those days too. I really do. I think I have a video on what to do on a bad day. This happens to me.
Go get a blowout or have your nails done or buy a new foundation. That's your answer to having a bad day, isn't it? Okay.
Me all the time. And it will be usually it'll be a process or a series of things that are just little things, and they chip away. What I'll usually do is try to get things done. Like I'll do all the laundry. I'll run all the errands. I'll get things that make me feel good, because getting things done make me feel good. I will take a shower for sure, because a shower, water is a good nervous system reset. I'll try to do something that I feel good about for someone else. And
really?
I always know, and this just happened, I can be having the worst day ever, and then the next day will be the best day ever. It happens just that quick. I feel like when I take a shower and I go to bed, it's like a total reset. And I am constantly setting myself up for success. So I'm constantly doing stuff for my future self. And I don't let her down. So so that minimizes bad days. And I am quick to cut out things that bring me down if I can. I don't let it drag on. And I work at it. I work at being happy every day. Okay, and positive. And I'm really not a negative person. I'm just not. Like I said, I don't have a scarcity mindset. I'm not skeptical. I'm not sarcastic. I'm not all those things that some people are. I'm like, how it must be miserable in your head. I'm looking for things to like. I'm looking for things to love. I'm looking for things to be happy about. And I know those things, so I marinate in the things that make me happy and positive. Looking at Lola's face, happy vibes. Being with my children, happy vibes. Being with my parents and my brother and his family, happy vibes. It is just,
Where's John? Oh, we're so in love. We hold hands when we watch telly. We adore each other. You've just shown the true you.
Make that a priority. A lot of people are just so dogmatic. They're looking for something not to like. They're constantly complaining. That's just not me. I really don't care about what other people do either. I am not concerned with what anybody does with their life or what decisions they make. It's none of my business. I'm not concerned with where you get your dog. I'm not concerned with where you live or where you vacation or what you do on vacation or what you eat. It doesn't even register. I'm not competitive. I'm not nosy. All those things lead to positivity and happiness. Okay, where do you see yourself 10 to 20 years from now? I enjoy all that you do. Thank you. Right here with you. And right here, I can't imagine moving from this house, because there's just something about looking at the ocean every day, and it's just a perfect...
Exactly. Intracoastal waterway. You're not looking at the ocean. You can't fucking see the ocean. And it's a wonder you can see the intercoastal waterway the way you talk about your fucking eyesight.
Little setup for us, and it's just, we made it just like we wanted it. So I can't imagine but I'm not saying never, because something might happen. So I'll be right here, hopefully with my children, with my family, doing more of what I'm doing now, doing more of it. How come you don't have any suntan anymore? Because I've been doing lasers and treatments on my skin. Tips for raising kids ages 7 and 4. I admire your relationship with your kids so much. I think we kind of talked about that. They've always known they are top priority with me, but they are not the only priority with me. I didn't just give up my entire being for them. I made them a priority and made being a mom a priority, but they never felt like they were above John. They never felt like they were above me getting dressed or, having a life. They just knew they were loved and cherished, and they weren't always right. They're not geniuses. They're not, like my dad told me, pretty girls are a dime a dozen. They've just known that they've been loved, by their whole family, which that's why I wanted to stay close to my family. And I constantly, Will was in the car with me yesterday. It was Will and I and Lola, and we went all over town. And even when I'm driving, I teach him lessons. When they were little, see that guy on a bike? That is probably a series of bad decisions. He's not riding a bike on the highway, and believe me, when you looked at him, you knew it, because he has a car at home.
See, I'm a nice person. I don't need to tell people I'm a nice person because I know I'm a nice person. Nice people don't pull a man on a bike on the highway apart. A nice person doesn't pull a woman on an elevator with grown out fucking toenail polish apart. You are not nice, Lisa. You're vile. And your true self has just popped out yet again. Oh, look at that poor man on that bike. Well, you don't want to be him. How do you know he wasn't getting his fucking daily exercise in? And so what if he has a car, he hasn't got a fucking car? You just said you don't care about other people's lives. You don't care what other people have. You don't care. You're not interested. But now you're starting to pull him apart. Oh, look at that, Will. You don't want to be that. Not once have you ever said, I'm grateful, I've been lucky that I have the life I have. I knew I was going to do this. I made it my priority. Fuck you.
I try to just always teach life lessons all throughout. Sometimes they don't want to hear it. Sometimes it can make them mad, but sometimes I do it anyway. Biggest thing is, I'm not here to be their friend. I'm just not. I'm the mama. I think it's gross when mamas try to be the best friend. Like now at my age, my mom, I would say, is my best friend. But growing up, she did not try to be my best friend. She was my mom. And even to this day, she will say, I want to give you some advice. And I'm not trying to, and I'm like, Mama, tell me anything. And she'll give me her advice. She's still my mama. And I like it that way. Being the mama provides a safe environment. It provides support. Never feel like you should be the best friend. They got a whole life to have best friends. They've got one mama. Okay. Do you and John still sleep in separate beds? Yes, we do. We sleep in separate rooms. I never know it because we go to bed together. We watch TV. Then when sleepy time hits, I take my glasses off. I put them in my drawer. Lola's over there in her little crate. And I put my sleep mask on and I go to sleep. He watches a lot of sci-fi and different things that I do. He watches some TV and then he goes to bed. He stays up later than I do. He likes to stay up late and sleep late. I like to go to bed early and get up early. So that's how it started. He also snores and did not like to be woken up when he was snoring, and I did not like to be woken up when he was snoring. So it works out great for us. We both sleep so much better, and it does not hinder your romance at all, because believe me, it just doesn't. I'll say that. Okay, but my parents still sleep together. It's not that I am a believer. John's parents always slept together. It's just part of our circumstance. Okay, would love to know more about your son. I'm a boy mom. Okay, Will is 22 and he is freaking amazing. He is so witty, funny, handsome. John and Brooke think he's my favorite. Will does not want to be on YouTube.
John and Brooke thinks Will's your favourite, really? Could have fooled me. I understand he doesn't want to be on YouTube, but cover your head, Will. No mama should be saying that to their child. Do you see what I do when my children walk in? I pause. Because in this house we have the power of pause.
He does not want to have any part of it. I was going to name one of my lip liners William, and he did not even want to be one part of my YouTube channel. And the reason for that is...
Why would you call a lip liner William? And you haven't called any of your lipsticks Brooke?
Not only do some people don't want to be on social media, but think about all the meanness that people have done. You guys don't know a tenth of it. I have had some people do some neurotic, crazy things to me and my family and my children. And so...
Like what? Please tell us. If we understand what's happening to you behind the scenes, we might have a bit more fucking empathy for you.
So Will was, 4 or 5, I can't even remember at this point, when I started YouTube. And so he grew up, and then when he got older, guess what he read out on the internet? A bunch of lies about him and his mom and his family. So he wants no part of it, and I respect that. And Brooke is 26 years old, and she is...
I'm sorry, how did Will find a load of lies about him and his mum and his family on the internet? What young man who doesn't want anything to do with social media, why would they go Googling your name to find anything written about you and your family? Why? You read it. And if you didn't read anything bad about Will, you read stuff bad about yourself, like when you were getting a fucking Brillo pad and acid to his face to get rid of his acne and moaning about how much the pads cost. They were really expensive, but it was okay for you to have really expensive things. No one's ever said anything bad about Will. They're curious as to why he doesn't drive, and they think he might be on the autistic spectrum, which is... the way you go on about him, it makes it sound as though he is, and we all think you are as well, so... There's nothing wrong with being autistic. My family are autistic. Everybody knows that. You're the one that made a fucking deal out of it, nobody else.
She doesn't mind, and she is old enough to know that none of that stuff was true. They harassed her to no end in middle school. It was so cruel and brutal. I cannot believe that a mom, a woman, would pick on someone else's children. But that is when I studied that, even back in tribal days. The way that other women would bring a woman down was picking on her kids and getting her ostracized. And so it is an instinct that some women have.
What did they do to Brooke? Please, if you actually said, oh, the mean things, what, writing to you to tell you that your daughter was in the driveway in her car filming her fanny, the front end in the UK, for all the world to see. Other people contacted you because when she was on MySpace or wherever, she was showing her tits in the night. But we're mean for letting you know that your daughter is behaving like a hussy online, and anything could fucking happen to her, showing her bits in the fucking driveway. She could have been snagged. You showed everyone where you lived. You told everyone where you lived. Oh, sweet gifts, send them here. No one said anything mean. What did they say that was mean? Tell us.
Know to get to you, to get to your children, and it has not been nice. It has not been a great experience. It has been very disheartening. I didn't know women could be so cruel, and You know, when your child reads something about themselves that is so bizarre and freakishly wrong, they will want no part
Like what? Tell us.
of it. And so I respect him, and I respect him not wanting to be a part of it. There was nothing I could say. I remember being in the car. We had just dropped some stuff. I think it was when I was into the fur coats, and we had just gone in a resale shop. And a friend of mine said, I think you should use Will's name, William. I think that's such a strong name. And I was like, yeah. And he did. I mean, he was emphatic about it. And I said, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Okay. Just grateful for all you share.
I got a fur coat and she said I should call it William. I'm lost. Anyone else?
With us. Thank you. Okay. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, I might not be able to do them all today. We're going to do one more page. How to get over the emotions of a new divorce, struggling emotionally. Oh my gosh. Girl, I cry. I woke up crying. I could barely put mascara on because I was already crying. Here's the thing. I wasn't really crying over the marriage. I was crying over my life. I knew I had to sell my home. I had to start over. I had to wait longer to have kids. I was crying over what I helped build. I was having to give up all my...
What have you done to your hand? Wrist, arm, thing? That appendage there. Is it Lola? Having fun and games?
To start over.
Scratching to get out of your clutches, maybe.
I had to wait longer to have kids. I was crying over what I helped build. I was having to give up all my dreams. And I loved him, and he hurt my feelings. He emotionally abused me. Or I would not say abused, but he emotionally neglected me big time. And I took it so to heart. But I remember...
Right, are you listening to yourself? Whose fault is that? He hurt my feelings. Fucking, you sound like a 3-year-old.
remember my mom saying one time when I was at her counter and I was crying and I said, I don't know if I'll ever be able to love anybody like that again. And she said, you're not. You love everybody different. She said, Lisa, there's plenty of people out there that have had wonderful second marriages. And it set me free. It set me free. I just thought, okay, I don't have to stop loving him to love someone else. But I did. And it's a totally different love. It made me look back at that love and think, oh, that was twisted. And I take full responsibility, more responsibility than his. Matter of fact, I never did see him again after we divorced. And if I had, I would have apologized to him for trying to cram a square peg in a round hole, because that's what I did year after year with him. So there is just so much life. But I think the biggest thing is learn to be okay by yourself. For years, people would tell me here on YouTube, I would get these mean emails. Because you guys, it's not just the comments. It's DMs, it's emails, it's everything. As soon as I see a hint of a bad word, I don't even read it. I delete it. But I would get these comments.
A hint of a bad word. What's a bad word? And how do you know that they weren't going to tell you something important?
It's about me shopping. Your husband's going to leave you. I heard your husband's having an affair. And I was thinking, if he does, I'll be okay. You know, I didn't believe it. But even if he does, at this point in my life, I know I can take care of myself and I can be alone. I would miss the hell out of him and I don't want to live life without him, but he's the cherry on top. And I can take care of myself and I love myself and I can depend on myself and I respect myself and I have God in my heart, in my brain, in my body all day long, every day. And so when you have that and you know that you have stuff going on in your life and you could be by yourself if you needed to be, it makes you more attractive to men. You don't want to place all your happiness in someone else. And I did a lot of that in my first marriage and I'll never do it again. Don't outsource your happiness. Would you consider doing a full face of one brand makeup? Yes, I'm thinking about doing Victoria Beckham. Can you suggest some really comfortable underwear that's not thong style? Yes. Every night I sleep in the Skims boy shorts. They are my favorite. How do you manage your time? I think of it like a pie. I first place the most important things. Family, like in that your pie will shift and the things will shift. Like, say, when my kids were little, taking each of them to school, going to every PTA, every meeting, every activity, that was already there, and YouTube fit in. My life is not lived for YouTube. It's not lived to show you things and this beautiful meal and these beautiful vacations. I have never once asked for a meal or a hotel in exchange for a post. What you see is what you get. And I always have placed my life first, and YouTube is in between those things. And the YouTube piece can expand as my children grow up, or in a time frame, maybe they'll contract. But that's how I have everything by priority. Okay. Tell us about your son. You talk mostly about your daughter. I think I hit on that. When are you going to New York? I love your videos when you get back soon. Would you consider okay. Can you suggest some really okay, we did that one. No question, just want to appreciate you and the amazing content you share. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna leave on that one, but we've got 1, 2, 3 more pages. So we'll do that maybe next Wednesday. Okay, my outfit of the day is Susie Condi. So this is just, there's all kinds, it's kind of like mix and match. This is the little short sleeve shirt. These are the...
That looks cute. I like that outfit. I'd wear that.
Tosk harem pants. And these flip-flops, I know touching that is freaking somebody out, are the Dolce & Gabbana Havaianas. And I love these. And then, let's see, I have put these Ideal earrings in and I sleep in them. I love them. My golden tiger ring, my Aura ring, and this is another little eternity band that's smaller than the other one that I think is a little bit more comfortable. The nail polish is DND Ballerina Gown. I think it's 07. Okay, thank you for watching and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
What's this about? Oh, I've done them out. No! I've done them in order. When did she get an eternity ring? Anywho, I don't care. I'm not interested. I could give a flying fuck what she's got. We got to the end. Hoorah! And if you got here with me, congratulations. And I will see you in the next one.